She said one of the big lessons she learned is there is such thing as female leadership. A friend of mine who 3 things happened to her simultaneously, she's in the military, 3 things happened to her simultaneously. Any one of them would be difficult, but all 3 of them happened to her at the same time. She was ignoring her, they weren't taking her seriously. No matter how she powered up, it didn't work. Every night she would cry herself to sleep and started regretting being in the military. She didn't know what to do. She was failing, and so she decided to give up. So if I'm gonna fail at my job, then and I'm stuck here for another 6 months, and so is everybody else, I'm gonna change my mandate. Then instead of turning this group around, I'm just gonna ensure that the rest of their time here, they really enjoy it. I'm just gonna make it more fun for them to come to work every day because they're also away from their families and stuck. And then something strange really started to happen. They started to listen to her, take her seriously. They started to respect her more. She ended up being very, very high performing at the end, and the group completely turned around. On her way in, she made it about herself, and she made it about the metrics, and she made it about the performance. The lesson she learned was if you make it about the people, then the people will take care of everything else. And she had a conversation with one of the army, one of the soldiers, and like, why didn't you listen to me? Like, why was it so difficult? Why did we struggle? And he said point blank, because when a male officer yells at me, I take it, I hear it, I move on, right? It's fine. When you yelled at me, I felt like my mother was yelling at me, and it was more difficult, you know? So there are gender differences in how we respond to each other, because it is a mom-dad thing, right? We respond differently. Men are sometimes, not always, but men are sometimes better at just being told blank by another guy, just do this. And you go, okay, well, I'll just do it. But when you create gender, it creates all kinds of other interpretations and associations, like our mothers. So I think we cannot discount those. You know, traditional male leadership qualities are things like decisiveness, aggression, you know, those kinds of things. Traditional female qualities are things like patience, you know, maternal instinct, empathy. And I think the mistake we've made across all leadership is we teach male leadership. We teach decisiveness and we teach aggression. And these are the things we teach, and we teach that to everybody. And the reality is what makes great leaders is they have a balance. And what we should be teaching is more of female leadership. All leaders should take on the qualities of patience and empathy. This is